Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, my name is Julie and I post beauty videos on affordable drugstore makeup. So today I'm going to be doing a look with one of the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, and this is in Açaí U. I just felt like that was getting me so tongue-tied. But I've had some of you guys request that I do a look on this, and since I'm doing a series with all of these bite-sized palettes, I just figured I'd go ahead and use this one today. This is what it looks like. Just has some really pretty like navy, like deep blue colors and like a periwinkle. I have not used this yet, so this is going to be the first time using this palette. And I went ahead and did all of my base products, like filled in my brows, did my foundation, concealer, all of that. So I will have all those products linked in the description box if you are curious about what I used. And then I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids before I use this eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to be using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Just get that all over my eyelids, and then I'm going to let that sit on my eyelids for about 30 seconds before I go in with the eyeshadows. Also, we have my cat Peps over here in the couch. I have a couch right next to me, like a little recliner, and she's laying over there today. Sometimes she's here with us and sometimes she's out at the cat tree. I also have another cat, Salem. He's just like, he's a black cat, but he's not in here right now. They were kind of getting on each other's nerves. So I was like, come in here, Pep, and lay down. But I'm going to first go in with the lightest, like periwinkle blue in this palette. And I'm going to use one of these new brushes that's came in that brush set that I got from Amazon. So I'll link that brush set down below if you're curious. And that set was under $10 whenever I purchased it. I don't know if it's still under $10, but it was such an amazing deal. And I have been loving these brushes so much. Like, they are such great quality. But we're just going to blend this color into the crease. I do like blue eyeshadows, but I will say that for myself, I don't typically wear them too much. My skin tone is like a warm neutral, like leaning more warm tone than, cool. So sometimes really cool tone colors don't look the best on me. Like, I can make them work, but they're not usually my choice or go-to. But I just thought that I would show you guys how to go about using this palette, and I may end up using a warmer shade in the crease just to warm it up a little bit, like my bronzer or something. It's kind of like my trick. If I'm using a shade that's a bit cooler than I normally use, I'll just pop my bronzer at the top of the crease to warm it up. But I'm just going in a few times to build up this shade. It's not too extremely pigmented, which is probably for the best. And if you wanted it to show up more, you could use like a white eyeshadow primer or like a white concealer or something like that to just completely white out your eyelids and give this color, something so it could pop a little bit more than just against your skin tone. And then I'm going to take the very darkest shade in this palette, and I'm going to use that here in the outer V. So I'm just going to get that on just my small Wet n Wild concealer brush. Just pack it on there. Tap off the excess so I don't have fallout. And then I'm just going to lightly pat this out here. And then once I get this built up to the intensity that I want, then I'm going to go back in with a smaller blending brush to blend around the edges and take it up into the outer V area. So I'm just using this small blending brush. It's from Morphe and it's the M506. This is my favorite. We'll let this car pass. This is my favorite, just small blending brush. It just does a really great job of getting into like small areas of your eyes and just doing like a light blending, so you don't get like the color up too high or too far out. Okay, now I'm going to go back with just the tiniest amount of this on the tip of this brush. Hold on just a second, I gotta take this call. Hello? Okay, we are back. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on the tip of this brush, and I'm going to blend that here in the outer V. Just taking it like kind of up a little bit and over. It's really, really light blending. So we have these two blue, like shimmery blue shades in the palette that I could use on the eyelid. So this would be like a darker look and like a slightly lighter look. So I'm gonna go with this one because I don't want to do anything like too super dark. But if you are like a deeper skin tone, or if you just wanted a darker, smokier look, you could use this darker navy blue color, which would be pretty. So I'm just gonna flip the brush, this concealer brush over, and I'm gonna get this lighter blue out of the two on this brush. Just tap off the excess. And I am just gonna put that here. I think this color would also work really well with your finger. Like, let's use the finger and see how it applies. Okay, yeah, that works really well with your finger as well. I just like using a brush a lot of the time just because it is more precise. I am getting just a little bit of fallout with this palette, even though I've been really careful to make sure to tap off the excess. So you might want to put down like a shadow shield, or, you know, do your foundation after your eyeshadow. I'm just going to take like a stipple brush and just kind of wipe off some of the fallout. It wasn't a lot, it was just a little fallout. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit of that periwinkle blue and just blend this a little bit more. And then for the lower lash line, I'm gonna take a little bit of the lightest blue at first. And I might actually try this other little brush that came in that set. And I'm just gonna smudge this on the lower lash line. Get my hair out of the way. I should have like clipped my hair back. I kind of want this to just like glow out from underneath the darker shade that I'm gonna use as well. So I'm kind of taking that down a little bit, and then I'm gonna get some of the very darkest shade, which the darkest shade and that lightest blue, they're both matte shades in this palette. And then the two colors in the middle there are shimmery colors. This color isn't in the palette, but I wanted a light highlight. So I'm just going to use the highlight shade out of my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. And I'm just going to use that color here in the inner corner. So just any like cream shimmery highlight should work. Or you could actually use like a matte color if you didn't want like a shimmer. I do think like a shimmery color does look really pretty. And I am going to take my bronzer that I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to put this in like on the top of my crease. If I could get it opened. Here we go. And I'm just taking another blending brush from that Amazon brush set. And I'm just gonna brush this at the top of the crease there. See, I just think that that kind of warms the look up and makes it look a little less bruisey, at least on me anyway. And I will have, like I told you guys, the products that I used on my face, like before I started filming, like I'll have those linked below, but I'll also have all the other things that I'm using today linked down below, like my brushes, my tools, the products. So if you have any questions about anything, it will be down there. But yeah, this brush set from Amazon, just been loving all these brushes. This brush is perfect for bronzing. I do think that this look is pretty for like spring and summer with the blue. I really like it. And I might add just a little bit more bronzer now that I got more bronzer on. And I think that this look would be pretty with like a pinky kind of blush, and this is one of the LA Girl blushes in Just Natural. So we're just gonna put that on the cheeks. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this blush and also put it at the top of the crease. Like, I don't know, I just feel like that just really helps to tie things in for me. Just go back with that one blending brush that had the blue. Yeah, I really like the way that that looks, adding just a little bit of warmth. So that's kind of like my trick with these more cool tones palettes, is to use a little bit of your bronzer and your blush to just help to tie things in a little bit more and help to keep things looking too bruisey or anything like that. Then for the highlight today, I'm going to use the e.l.f. contour palette and the highlight shade in this palette. I've really been enjoying this. I mean, I feel like I've been saying that a lot in my videos, but it's just a really beautiful highlight. Like, I mean, I love this whole palette. It's my favorite palette with like a highlight, bronzer, contour. I did add this blush, however, like that had a matte highlight shade in there. That's what it normally comes with anyway. And like the highlight shade in this would also be a really good highlight for like the inner corner there if you don't have the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit, because I know that that product was discontinued. So like you could just pop this shade in there and it's really similar to that Milani. I might actually take a little bit of it here on the brow bone. I'm getting so low on all of my setting sprays. Like both of my Urban Decay ones, they're the only setting sprays that I have in my collection. I'm actually going to combine these because I don't even think I have enough of this one to really use without it getting all like weird, like when it comes out through the sprayer. Because it's like once it starts getting so low, it just doesn't spray right. So let's mix those two together. And then I need to place an order today or go pick up some more of the setting spray. I just cannot do my makeup without this stuff. or at least without some makeup setting spray. And I just absolutely love the Urban Decay one. It's my favorite. Okay, so and I really saturate my face well. And then I'm just gonna fan that to just dry it. But I'm just gonna curl up my lashes and apply my mascara. If you wanted to add like liner to this, you totally could, but I just really like looks with eyeliner most of the time. It's like so funny because if you would have said that to me like probably 5 years ago, I wouldn't have believed that I would like looks without eyeliner most of the time. And then for my mascara, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lash Extender, and this is in the color Soft Black. So I'm just going to apply 2 coats of this. I find that you can't really apply more than 2 coats or things start getting a little bit clumpy, so. But I do really enjoy this mascara, like the way that it looks, and I also don't have any issues with it smudging or flaking. So I know a lot of people have really been hyping this mascara up, but the hype is definitely real. It's such a good mascara, and it's also really affordable, so it's like, what's not to like? I did have a lip conditioner on, so I'm going to take that off. And then for the lip today, I'm going to use one of the Maybelline Vinyl Inks, and this is in the color Cheeky. And after getting this lip on, I kind of want to use a little bit cooler tones blush. Oops. It's like every time I get my lip on, I always feel like I need to add just slightly a bit more blush. So this is one of the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush, and this is in Sweet Pea. So we'll just add just a little bit of that to the apples of my cheeks. And honestly, I might add a little bit more bronzer to my forehead. Just feeling like I need a bit more color. The ones that, at least that I have in my collection that I haven't done looks with yet, is Truffles and Pumpkin Pie. So leave down in the comments which one of these you would like to see me do a look with next. And then there's another palette, I think called Carnival or something like that. And I don't have that one. And I've been having a bit, like, I can't really find that in store. So I might have to end up ordering that off of e.l.f.'s website. But anyway, and I don't know, there might be like a few other new palettes that they have, and I'll do like a close-up so you can see what the makeup looks like done. So this is how everything turned out. I surprisingly really like this eye look. I wasn't for sure how I was going to feel about with the blues, but I actually really like it. So I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Also, I totally forgot, but if you haven't seen my other looks, you can click on the playlist above, and you can see all the other looks I've done so far with the other e.l.f. Bite Size palettes. But anyway, have a great day. Bye.
You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art.